Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone is doing fine. I am your science teacher Lyra Sunny and today we are going to start a new topic from your science book Lesson Heat page 76. How would you describe these pictures? What do you feel when you touch a hot cup of tea or an ice cubes wrapped in a piece of paper towel? Yes, students? You will use the words like hot, cold, or temperature or heat to describe it, right? So, to study how heat and temperature different from one another, we need to study about both of them. But we will discuss it later. Okay? But before that, we need to study about matter. So let's see first that what is matter. Everything in the world is made up of matter. Anything that has mass and takes up space is matter. You are made of matter. See? Milk is matter. Air is matter. Everything around us consists of matter. For example, our school books, your classmates, the air, the planets, and the stars. Now, a question rises in our mind that what is matter basically? So, matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. They are so tiny that we cannot see them without a microscope. These are atoms, okay? See, they are so tiny that we need to use a microscope to see them. Atoms are the smallest building blocks of all matter. They are extremely small. Effects of heat on the movement of atoms. Atoms keep moving all the time. However, they do not move or vibrate at the same speed. Some move faster and some move slowly, okay? When we heat an object, its particles start moving faster. And when we cool an object, its particles move more slowly. Okay, students? So, everything around us has mass and volume. See the examples: table, chair, board, water, juice, air, board, pencil case. Then there are properties of matters as well, okay? But before that, let's see this. The matter has got two properties, that is mass and volume, right? So mass is the quantity of matter of an object. And volume is something, it is the space that occupies an object. Mass is measured in kilograms and volume is measured in liters. Okay, for example, it is a watch and it has weight. Okay, when we measure the weight, we measure the weight of this watch in kilograms. Okay, and liters, the liquid is measured in liters. Okay, whatever we pour in a jug or anything which is in liquid form, we always measure that in liters. So the matter has mass and volume. There are properties of matters as well. There are three states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. The examples of solid is this one. Examples of liquid are these, and example of gases are these. You can see the pictures very carefully, and you can also guess the pictures, that which picture is solid, which is liquid, and which are the gases, right? Now we'll come to the temperature. What is temperature? It is a measure of how hot or cold an object is compared to another object. Indicates that heat flows from the object with a higher temperature to the object with lower temperature. It is measured using a thermometer. Why we use thermometer? We use thermometer to check the temperature, right? So the temperature is measured in two scales. They are Celsius and Fahrenheit. Celsius scale is also called centigrade. Celsius temperature rating on the thermometer made of 100 degrees. Intervals or steps between the freezing and boiling points of water. What is thermometer made up of? Thermometer is made up of mercury. It is made up of a transparent glass, and at the end of the thermometer there is a bulb, and the bulb contains a liquid which is called mercury or alcohol. Okay, if you break a thermometer, stay away from it, because the mercury present in it is dangerous for us. As I told you all before, that we measure temperature in Celsius. Okay, so why we use a thermometer? We use thermometer to check the temperature, and we measure that how hot or cold something is. So Celsius, in the Celsius we measured a temperature of a unit in the metric system. Then we also measured centigrades. Celsius when water freezes, and that will be 0 centigrade. Then water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Then normal body temperature is 37 Celsius centigrade, and room temperature is 21 Celsius centigrade. Okay, These are the points in which we measure the following examples given to you all here. Now comes the heat. What is heat? Heat is a form of energy. The sun is the main source of energy. To heat an object contains the total amount of thermal energy. Heat can melt solids. Heat can evaporate liquids. See, when butter is heated, it melts, right? See, butter, when we take it out from a fridge, it is in a solid form, right? And when we heat a pan, we put butter in it. As it gets heated, it started melting. It gets into a liquid form, right? In the same way, when heat flows from warmer to colder objects, it melts the ice cube. When we take out the ice cube from the freezer, it is in a solid form, right? And when we keep it on the room temperature, it started melting. So what is heat? Heat is the transfer of thermal energy from one object to another object when the objects have different temperatures. Now you all must be thinking that what is thermal energy? Thermal energy is the heat energy. The heat energy of an object determines how active its atoms are. A hot object is one whose atoms and molecules are excited and show rapid movement. And a cooler object, molecules and atoms will show less movement. See the examples here. When the atoms are hot, they get excited, means they start moving faster. And when they are cooler, they laid back and calm. Thermal energy, the total amount of all kinetic and potential energy of the atoms in an object. When the thermal energy of a substance increases, its particles move faster. As I told you all before also, when we heat an object, it started moving, the atoms present in it started moving faster. And a change in thermal energy can lead to a change in phase, like liquid to gas. This is the water right here. When we started boiling it, the gas started inside it, and that gas, liquid changes into gas. Okay, see a simple example. A cup of hot tea has thermal energy in the form of movement of its particles. When we pour tea in the cup, right, then some of this energy is transferred to the particles in the cold milk that you add to make the tea cooler. So heat versus temperature. How? When objects that are all different temperatures come into contact, they transfer thermal energy in the form of heat. And heat is the flow of thermal energy from a warmer region to a cooler region. Okay, students? Now comes the home task. What is the matter? Define the following terms: heat and temperature. What is thermal energy? Which instrument is used to measure temperature? Which two scales are commonly used to measure temperature? All these answers you all are going to get it from the slides only. Okay, as you see the slides, you can get the answers. Then you have to do the exercise, following exercises, exercise 1, 2 and 3 from pages 80 and 81 in the book, and then in the copy. Do all the homework given to you from the first lesson till the present one in your copy. Marks will be given to you on the basis of your homework and activities. This is all for today. Take good care of yourselves. Stay home, stay safe. God bless you all.